AskReddit by Stepakny 1985. How are single income households surviving in this economy? I'm single with no children. I may not take vacations, ever. I may not have the sexiest wardrobe and to some I may lead a boring life. But I'm content. I'm doing a lot of rice. A lot of beans. Sometimes I do rice and beans. Other times, I do beans and rice. It's pretty fucking cool. But have you tried rice and rice? Or beanie beans? Brace yourself, buddy. It'll rock your world. I don't have kids. Even if I wanted them in the slightest, there's no way I could afford them. So I guess that's the secret. I don't want kid either, but just the same I'm low-key bitter that, financially, it's not really plausible. Like, I don't really have the option. I live comfortably single, but even one kid would be a financial atom bomb for me. Edit, please stop meowing about your bullshit movie. We're talking about real lives here. This shit is profoundly unwelcome. Barely. Yes. I see a lot of posts about people maxing out 401k and actually saving. I'm trying to pay off our monthly bills with the amount in my paycheck. I live in a hovel in the swamp. I'm in it. Others probably have it worse. I get paid, pay bills, go grocery shopping, and am broke until the next paycheck. If I didn't work from home, saving me from buying so much gas, I'd starve to death. Amos Moses? By buying a house 15 years ago. Yup. Only owned 7 years, but I would have been absolutely screwed and homeless trying to buy now. Well, it's just me and I live in a bachelor. Not even a full-sized apartment. I have a mini fridge and I had to buy a deep freezer in order to properly buy groceries. At least I have my own bathroom and no roommates, I guess. No stove or oven either, so I had to buy a single burner from Canadian Tire. The quality of living has gone down tremendously. I don't feel like I live in Canada anymore. The price I'm paying for my bachelor is a little more expensive than what I was paying for at a bedroom apartment pre-pandemic. Seconding this. Those of us in Canada in the lower class are hurting pretty badly, and noticeably worse vs pre-pandemic. Old, well-maintained cars. Home-cooked food, eating out only once a week. Clothes used for years. One subscription service at a time. Condoms. Damn, you eat in out once a week? You fancy? No kids. Rent shitty apartment. Home dream is over. Was fortunate enough in my timing to buy a house right before the pandemic, while I was still a double income couple, and we made the extremely smart choice of setting our budget at something we could afford on a single income rather than maxing out what the bank was willing to loan us. I made this same decision in 2021 and don't regret it for 1 second. My dad was saying you guys can afford a way bigger house, but now the $1,200 mortgage seems like a literal miracle. I live in Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas now has the same cost of living as the Dallas area. I feel very fortunate to have bought my house before the prices went completely bonkers. I'm not. I am moving in with my cousin this weekend. Have to sell my house. I broke my foot a few months ago and could not do my job. Went on medical leave, unpaid of course. Filed for unemployment, got denied, naturally. State government looks for any reason to not provide benefits to honest taxpayers, so I had to file an appeal which is going on 4 months now of no income. My foot had to be surgically reconstructed, so bed rest until I am cleared by my podiatrist. Still no income. I'm fucking tired of being kicked while I'm down by my own government. I'm also a veteran, which means nothing except why did I volunteer my life for this crooked, dishonest scam of a government? Rant over. Thank you. Your post makes my blood boil. This country is fucked. I lost faith since COVID. It's like I've been living in a nightmare since March of 2020. I have what used to be a good government job. Pension, healthcare, lots of vacation. My take-home pay is about $27k a year. I lucked out in my apartment, been here 10 years and rent is now $820. I take the bus everywhere and have no hopes of getting my own car. Going out of town is a luxury. Vacations are at us cities with bunk bed hostels, which, to be honest, is pretty cool. I shop at Aldi's and Farmers Market for food and a by the pound thrift store for clothes and household. No kids, no boomer parents. But it's not awful. I have enough money to buy used books and pay for art. The library is free, the local university has free lectures. But I am sharply, painfully aware that I am one argument, one bad performance review, from losing everything. That salary seems unacceptably low, even for a government job. You'd make more money working at Starbucks. I know nothing about your job or your education, but I really encourage you to look around. We aren't $100 at the store doesn't buy shit anymore. Eater, I'm really glad a lot of you have stores like Aldi or farmers markets to shop at. It's truly awesome. But a lot of people don't have those options without traveling hours away from home. So keep that in mind. You there? Best bet is Aldi for me. Single parent here. We quit eating meat and most dairy. I buy a big jug of concentrate Castile soap and make my own hand soap, cleaning products, etc. Fast food is less frequent, and often just small snacks instead of meals. I buy as much as I can at the dollar store, Facebook Marketplace, liquidation store. We also do a lot of free activities around town. Rice and lentils can be nutritious and cheap. Rice and beans, my friend Rice and Beans 24/7. Deleted. I read Do or Dash when I don't have the kids and I was wondering why you blew money on it. Then I realized you have to work weekends to afford to live on a 92k salary. Way to crush it. Hopefully things get easier for you. Just ran through August credits debits and we were left $300 in the red. That was even with selling tools and things off Craigslist. I started doing Uber when the kids are in school and selling old stuff from the shed. Lots of crying. Overdraft fees and credit card debt. Overdraft fees are fucked. Too poor to afford this one thing. Fuck you, says the bank. Here's another fee. My single income house feels like a slowly sinking ship. The bills portion is fine, but getting groceries and home repair services done has absolutely juiced all my savings. It's not trending positive to say the least. I'm there with you. Had a water leak in my basement in spring. Pulled drywall off the wall to find the source. Found termites. Sprinkler line busted and was shooting water towards the foundation of my house and eroding the soil. Had to regrade the yard. Went to the store and someone hit my car. All in 3 months time, $14k plus in expenses this far. Living in rural areas helps out. I know several single income households with the one working doesn't even make $75k and they own their house, 2 cars, etc. Really that simple. https://livingwage.mit.edu/ MIT living wage calculator. Still a lot of counties where minimum wage is plenty. I'd rather live like a king in the sticks than sleep on a bed of needles in Frisco. I'm a mother of 3. I'm eating 1 meal a day right now. Look at your local food banks and other resources. They are out there. The interest rate on my mortgage is 2.75%. That makes you twice as sexy. Small town Wisconsin is pretty okay. I live alone. I work at a factory on the DuPont schedule. Can manage expenses fine. I don't go out a lot or do a lot of treating myself, but that's not due to lack of money. I just generally don't do much random spending. I also am not a picky eater, so eating the same thing or eating simple things is cheap and easy. Well, that's pretty nice to hear given that I just accepted a job offer up in Wisconsin. We will see what the rent situation will end up looking like. For me personally, it's just me. I live in a house I bought before the housing boom of the early 2000s, and after a few lean years around the pandemic, I have a job that pays decent money and has good benefits like paying 100% of my health insurance premiums. If I didn't have these things, I'd be fucked. According to Zillow's estimate, if I rented this house right now it would cost well over half my monthly income, not counting utilities and upkeep. I literally can't afford to live in my neighborhood anymore. Shit. Because of your comment I just looked up on Zillow what rent would be for my house if I hadn't bought in 2019. It's 78% of my monthly net income. I've really been priced out of my neighborhood. Feet pics. Is there a market for middle-aged, calloused feet? Potato. Having potato meal, using potato PC and phones, driving potato car. Barely. I'm my parents' caregiver and even though I earn good, it still feels as if I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Only because of medical bills, rent, insurance now falling on me. Single mom of 2, moved back in with my parents. Constantly making better career moves every year has helped. This is what I did. Also, job hopping is the only way I doubled my income so quickly as a single parent. I don't plan to leave my current, but even if I did, I feel it's a much tougher job market in the past year. Many single income households, and households where there is more than one income, are barely making ends meet. Some people use coupons, go to food pantry, or shop at discount stores. When I'm having a hard time making ends meet, I go to food pantry and shop at discount stores. I save money by using coupons, eating meals at home, and going to free events. I just work 60+ hours a week and often 7 days a week. I'm exhausted. Finding time to even make anything is hard.